Ooh, didn't mean to do that, but hey, I guess we're going. All right, here are the seasoning for my shrimp. Got some Old Bay, some lemon pepper. Gotta have that Tony's. And we've got some salt. Here are my shrimp. They are peeled and deveined and the tails off. They're already split. Of course, you see the water, so that means that they have been washed. So I am going to season those up really fast. Hold on a second. Okay, the shrimp are all seasoned, and pardon me if I sneeze, because if you know anything about that Tony's, it will definitely make you sneeze. So I am going to saute those up in a nonstick skillet with a little bit of butter and a little bit of olive oil. It does not take a whole lot for shrimp. It won't even take 5 minutes for those to be done, so you do not need a whole bunch of butter or oil for those. In the meantime, I am going to put my pasta in the water so that it can cook. It is already salted and the water is boiling. So let's go check it out. Okay guys, there is my heavy whipping cream. Just in case I don't have enough or if it gets too thick, I have some whole milk. There is my shaved Parmesan cheese. There is my butter. Here are the noodles. Now I will add a little bit of garlic, some black pepper, and a tiny bit of nutmeg, which I always add, and I know it sounds weird, you won't taste it or anything, but I always add that to whatever cheese sauce that I make. It just does something to it. If you like cayenne pepper, you can add a little bit of that too. But because I season my shrimp really well with Tony's and the Old Bay, and I'm going to use some black pepper in the noodles once they're done, I don't need to overdo it. I am really not a fan of hot food, so I won't be doing that. So the water is boiling, as you can see. So we're going to take the pasta and hopefully we don't run it over all over the floor. And there we go. We're going to let that cook down. And when I said that it was just a little bit of butter and a little bit of olive oil, that is exactly what I meant. That is about a quarter of a teaspoon of butter. See, that's a really little bit. And a half a teaspoon of olive oil. So we're going to go ahead and stir our pasta. And then we're going to start our shrimp. They should be done, well, the shrimp will be done before the pasta will. So I'm going to cook the pasta first and then make the sauce. This is going to be really simple, fast, and easy. Hold on. Okay, we've got about 3 more minutes on this pasta. It is a little bit rawer than al dente, and that's where we want it because we're actually going to finish cooking it in the cream sauce. And the shrimps are on cooking. As you can see, the bottoms of them are almost pink. So I will be turning them over shortly. I told you this comes together really fast. So if you're in a hurry one night, you want something delicious and fast, this is your go-to. Okay, we'll be back. The shrimp are done. They're just waiting for the sauce. The butter is melting. I've got the garlic in there and a little bit of nutmeg. That's why you see the brown flakes in there. That's what that is. So we're waiting for that butter to melt. And then we're going to add the cream. Look at that cheese melting. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. And dinner is served. Yeah, believe it or not, that's my plate. That's usually how my plate looks. It's not some big honking thing, but it's a dessert plate. But it works for me. You gotta have your veggies, a little bit of pasta. I may not be able to eat all of that. Pasta and rice don't like me that much. can you hush? Dang. And my little forced shrimp, but that's okay. We're going to make it. And I like my bread dark. Some people may not, but I do. Like I said, I added some fresh cracked black pepper to my pasta and my shrimp. And I am ready to eat. Okay. Hope your dinner turns out as well as mine did. Again, this was really easy. If you want to save some calories, what you can do is when you pour off your pasta water, reserve about a cup of it. So let's see. I think I used about 4 ounces of heavy whipping cream, and I used about 2 ounces of milk. So what you could do is, let me think. This was a serving that served 4. So what you could do is use half heavy whipping cream and use half pasta water. Now, pasta water is the key because the starch in there will actually help thicken up your pasta. If you just use regular water, it's going to be a soupy, gloppy mess. So you don't want to do that. So reserve some of the pasta water. If you don't want to cut it that close, then use the heavy whipping cream, and instead of adding milk, just use the pasta water, and you should still be fine. You can not have shrimp, or you can use chicken, and you can add it in there if you want. I served my protein on the side, or you can make a steak to go with it, or you can make scallops, which I hate, but if that's what you like, you can add salmon fillet or whitefish, whatever kind of fish that you like. You can bake it, or the best way I found to make fish that is really tender, moist, and juicy is to use the air fryer. It is the best way to make fish other than frying it, for me. One of these days I'll show you how I do salmon in the air fryer. It's really, really good. And I can do chicken the same way. Chicken breast in the air fryer tastes better than they do in the oven. Really, really good. Ribs, if you don't have a grill, if you cut your ribs, spare ribs, or, if you like, if you prefer baby back, I prefer spare ribs. Some of my family prefer baby back. So it's usually either one or the other, depending on who needs to be satisfied at that time, or it'll be half and half. But either one, they come out really, really good in the air fryer, because in the oven, either they don't get tender enough or they get mushy. In the air fryer, they're tender, they're juicy, and they still have a little pull to it. So you would swear that they have been put on the grill. If you season them right, use your liquid smoke or whatever. Oh yeah, they are delicious. But anyway, I'm starving here. It is either almost 7 or a little bit after 7. So hey, I'm gonna go get and eat my dinner. Thank you guys for dropping by. Sorry it took so long to get like a little meal from me, but I've been cutting a rug out here on these streets. So here's your meal. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.